Getting some exclusive data this morning showing a slowdown in China's economy. Joining us now to talk about that, as well as the importance of AI to China and its position in the energy markets as well. China Beige Book COO Shahzad Kazi. And as Westerners, it's always sort of, you need to explain to us how China really works. So what I'm seeing here, they manage their economy. They do manage it. So some of this is managing down. I don't know why. Maybe because oil is expensive. But some of it, there are market forces. So there's demand destruction. Explain the two.
Yeah, I think there's some probably genuine level of demand destruction that is happening that has not yet been picked up. Well, I'm looking at things like our travel sector, spending on, around the holidays. And there has been a pullback over the last several months on the consumer side of the economy.
From here?
From within China.
Within China. And they don't have much domestic consumption. I guess, obviously.
By comparison, where they were,
plenty
right?
Of people for consumers.
Exactly. That's right. So I'm seeing weakness there, which tells me, okay, there's something happening. This is not COVID-style demand destruction, which is what all the oil analysts are focused on. I don't think that's the right lens with which to view this. On the other hand, you do have the industrial side of the economy, which had been propping up growth, and even that's beginning to get weaker now. You could argue some of that could be because foreign demand, export orders are down now, finally, in our data. But could some of it be Beijing just stepping in and telling factories, hey, ramp down production. We need to start thinking about the Hormuz crisis lasting longer. And I wouldn't be shocked if that's what's going on.
Which is not what you normally think China does. They keep activity even higher than it needs to be in a lot of different sectors, which people have been saying it's going to come home to roost eventually for China, but it really hasn't yet. Empty buildings, empty stadiums that no one even uses.
That's right. I mean, the state-controlled economy means that they can move the levers up and down. These are adjustments along the margins in the larger scheme of things for them. Okay. So if they need to ramp up massively in the fourth quarter, they will.
We had someone attribute the whole reason that oil isn't 150 a barrel with everything that's happening in Iran is because of China. And what did they replace it with? Coal? Because what are they, not importing 5 million barrels a day or something?
Or is their economy collapsing?
So I think the first thing is the economy is a lot slower now,
so they
right?
Don't need it?
So some of it is, as we were discussing, is just the need is a little bit lower. Let's not forget, last year, record levels of stockpiling. I mean, they were buying up oil like there was no tomorrow.
Well, they got plenty.
You got plenty. You've got the electrification. That's important to think about. And then there is Chinese consumption of oil, illegal floating storage and such that isn't being talked about as much. So add it all together, and the picture for China makes a lot more sense than just saying, what's happening here? How come they've stopped buying oil?
And they're getting it. How do they get it from Iran right now? They're still getting it from Iran. So Iran lets the ship go through and it ends up in China.
That's right. They're
Do
getting
people
containers.
know this, or is it all?
It is. It was certainly pretty well known while we had allowed it to happen over in the last couple of months. But the most recent thing is they've also called up the Houthis and worked out a deal with them to let their containers through. So if China starts getting desperate, they will, I think, unilaterally start going in there and making their individual deals and say, don't hit us.
So even our buddies, even Anthropic and OpenAI, even our companies here are apparently mischievous and maybe not malicious, but they make mistakes. Why would we not think that China would deliberately?
Yeah, they don't follow rules.
Do things.
Our guys even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no reason to assume that Chinese AI models cannot do the exact same thing because of state policy or just the way Anthropic or OpenAI
They could intentionally get them to do that, couldn't they? Is that happening? And what can we do about that?
Well, we haven't seen anything as yet, but it certainly could happen. I think the larger issue here is that right now the administration's focus is on maintaining stability within the relationship. So I don't foresee any kind of, it is not my understanding there's any kind of hardline action that is currently being debated or will be, happening. And the other thing is, the Chinese are already starting to complain privately and saying, look, what the FCC is doing, we don't like that. We don't like how aggressive Congress is getting. You want the stability thing to last. You better figure out a way to rein that in. So, the Chinese are pushing back pretty aggressively already, from what I understand.